He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Extending the play. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
He gets a block. Ugh. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football, and they've been up and down the field, Bill.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Fires left. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. At the 35, he's got room. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Working that left side now. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put two hands on the football, lower his shoulder. Second and goal. You don't need third and goal, thanks to the big fella.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Cincinnati is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Desmond Ridder should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air, it's Robertson. Pocket starts to collapse. Complete downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Looking to pass on second down. The sure hands, it's Reese. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to the air one more time. Fires one high and deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Oh, look out. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Baylor!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal.
He's going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking for a deep man. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. looking deep down the right side. And he'll make the catch at the 15. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the red zone, looking for a space. And it's caught! Touchdown, Sun Devils!
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Offense getting set for first down.
42 Spider.
Back to throw, it's Robertson. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now a first down from the 45-yard line.
Easy.
Looking to move it through the air. Moving out of the pocket. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The offense will quickly use a timeout. This is a 3rd and long. Running back searching for a hole. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Off play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. What a snag by the defense. Looking for a room. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Bears will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Looking for a productive play on... Trying to set the tone with the run. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Lets it fly on the move. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll put the tight end in motion. The play action fake. Going deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Gums. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
And the Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Power football with the run. They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Give to Brown. Powers through the defender. How about keeping it on the ground on 3rd and long? He gets 9 on the play, and that brings up a 4th and 3. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Try to get it on the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2 is kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear your coaches talk, and you want to see him back it up on the field.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're trying to slam it in. Touchdown, Arizona State! And the punishment has been extended.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Cincinnati is on top. They've played awfully well.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA. Welcome, everyone, to Tempe, Arizona and Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils, where Sparky and his gang have been sharpening those pitchforks in anticipation of this one. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. The Sun Devils will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the Arizona Wildcats offense takes the field for the first time today. Guys, they battle for the Territorial Cup and bragging rights in the desert.
Yeah, and the three of us have been part of this rivalry. We've seen it up close before calling this game in the past, and we know these two fan bases, man, they do not like each other.
Disdain, distaste, this rivalry.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Boy, coaches watch tape all week and they get so excited. First play, let's make a statement. This offense tries to come out and throw it under the lights, all the excitement, and what do? They forget to protect their quarterback, and they give up a sack on the first play.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. Looking to pass, it's Fafita. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, can there be a better start for a defense than setting the tone with back-to-back sacks, forcing a third and long, first time out the gates? Really good job by this defense.
And this defense is taking up residence in the backfield, and the crowd loves it. Third and long. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. The Sun Devils offense will try to get something started with their first possession. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground. And they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. A lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Quick handoff. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. The first time the Sun Devils and the Wildcats met, Arizona wasn't even a state yet. It was 1899.
Reese Davis, a college football aficionado, and a history buff, too. Great history between these two schools, David.
Yeah, and it goes back, obviously, that long. So many classes, so much hatred. It's beautiful when rivalries really matter, and it matters to the people in Arizona.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. They'll make the stop, but he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. This guy can throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure and you get to hit the quarterback. But 2, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. They'll go to the ground. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. And the Sun Devils are threatening in the red zone. With a big opportunity in the red zone. Might as well give it to him again. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
The give to the fullback. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Those fullbacks are, man, those guys are constantly hitting linebackers and blocking the whole entire game. So when you get a chance to give the big boy the ball, it's always, and you know what it is? It's a morale boost for everybody on the whole field. Everybody gets jacked up, and he finally gets to touch the football.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The give to the big fullback. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
You know, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Makes a move. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Here we go. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Now on second down. Give to the running back. Still running at the 40. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads it downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And you got to have your big boys up front, creating you some time, buying you some time, and he starts all the way on the right side, comes to the left. What do you have to see? You have to see the coverage as you come across the formation. He runs to green grass, finds space, QB leads him. Nice, big, explosive play for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield and he needs a bunch. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. Wants to bring it back.
Return brings it out to the 35. And your Arizona State Sun Devils.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys
trying to burn this defensive back. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Brown has it. Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8, it leaves them with a 4th and 2. The Sun Devils decide to punt it away. Looking for a block. It's Johnson. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
They go to the counter. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Arizona Sioux had a huge celebration with a big win the last time they saw the Devils.
And it just felt like in that game, everything Arizona dialed up was working. Arizona State's defense in this game, David, they have got to play better.
They got to play better. They got to step up. Because last time the Sun Devils got that pitchfork stolen, and the Wildcats used it on them over and over again.
He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Arizona runs out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. On the return, it's Brown. Smashes through. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Coming, and the ball's out, and they're after it. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Unloads to the right. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Trying to get to him. Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And the incompletion brings up a second down. He wants to throw it again. Fires toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. He'll take another shot here. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. The official says no good. And despite the missed field goal, guys, there's a bright side. They're still up by 16. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum,
and he can't escape, and down he goes. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Feeling some heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And despite the missed field goal, the lead still at 16 points. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. With jet sweep pass. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, all the tradition, all of the bad blood between these programs, it's all kind of come to a boil today in a spirited first half in the fight for the Territorial Cup. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
Arizona set to start this 2nd half. They'll kick it off. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. He'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Offense working from the pistol. Leaves it with the back. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll try to pick up the first. Smashes through. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Give to Brown. At the 40, there he goes. He's off to the races. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
Power ahead. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Powers forward. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the stomping has commenced. Sparky is putting the pitchfork to them as Arizona State stretches the lead.
And they got this thing cooking. They've got all the momentum. They've handled the moment of this rivalry game really, really well, and the momentum firmly on their side.
Sparky's a team that always just seems to be going for the jugular. If you give them an opening, they're going to take it. And right now, they're pulling away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Bringing it back, it's Brown. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Give to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's a key.
And the quarterback hung up to and sacked at the 12. He is a menace Rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll give it to him again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll run it. It's Rodgers. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
29 Philly.
Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Touchdown, Arizona State! And the pummeling has started. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the returner is stopped. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And they get him again. This has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, he is one of the better players in college football. You think he'd come out, put on the show, but this defense has had his number all game long.
After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. Back to throw, it's Fafita. Makes his connection. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll bring it back. It's Brown. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Line gets set, first down.
Here we go.
Brown has it. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the beatdown has ensued.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 18 team of the country, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the 9th-ranked team, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So Arizona State's offense comes on the field first today. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today, there's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yeah, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes on. He sets everything into place, gets the offense out of jams, does it in pressure situations. He's the arms and legs of this offensive system, but also the heart of this team. Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller, taking a shot and being aggressive, getting that ball downfield, stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
Using his legs, it's Brown. They're gaining some breathing room now, tackled at the 26.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Same tailback, another carry. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, I know it's here early in this game, but boy, this is what you want to see as an offense. You get to these third downs, it's all about trying to create opportunities and momentum, and that's what they've done here, converting to get a new set of downs.
Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it here. And that run produces a decent gain.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Moves the football to the 30, good enough for a first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down, they load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Handoff heading left. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Setting the tone early for how about the execution, opening drive of a conference championship.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Wildcats offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what.
On the junior, gets home making a sack there.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Bringing pressure. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
The punt team making their way on the field. Can he make it? He's a dangerous returner. Find a good lane there. They finally get him, but excellent field position at the start of this drive. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. And looking to throw now on first down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he cannot quite hold on down there in the end zone. Would have been a great pick. Instead, a third down play coming up. They move the ball into good position, but now it's 3rd and long. And he drops back in the gun. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, ASU.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. The Sun Devils looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. Trying to find room. It's Brown. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. He fires this throw and is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return.
Chris, how about the safety here? Just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback, and then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception, and I love that he's got the speed and the hands to make this quarterback pay for it.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And it's caught from inside the 20. Tackle is made at the 35. Good job by the kick return at that time. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. And the back gets the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
And in 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Coverage team brings down the returner. Back comes the Arizona State offense out of the field. Hey guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. On the run, it's Brown. He's found some room at the 45. That's a big gain deep into enemy territory. Ball down near the 30. Kirk, Arizona State has the lead here. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. Important 2nd down play coming up. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking for the wideout. Catch is made. Room to run here. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
And the quarterback dropping back. Defense is coming after him. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, that's a big sack by this defense here on 1st down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
And off inside, looking for the touchdown. And he's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Getting closer, but now it's 3rd down. Can they punch it in from the 2? The big fullback's got it here. Touchdown, ASU. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Well, you go to old reliable here, the fullback who doesn't get his hands on the ball very often. Third down and goal, great time to surprise the defense. He powers his way into that end zone.
Attack on the PAT again, and it's 28-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Offense begins at the 40 after that penalty. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down after picking up 5 yards. So 2nd and 5.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide. It can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Looking downfield, it's Fafita. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but he brings up a 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Oh, it landed at the 7 and bounced into the end zone for a touchback. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Off the play fake on 1st down. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. A little 1st down trickery doesn't work that time. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Look out, he's going to throw the ball. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made after a big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Sun Devils line up on 1st and 10 now. He's past the marker and still going. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8. Second down now after the sack. Gonna run it. It's Brown. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run. They're finally able to catch him, but a huge chunk play with the running game here.
Boy, this guy is the complete package. All he needs is a crease, and once he sees it, boy, he is gone. They're very lucky they were able to bring him down on that carry.
And it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important 2nd down call here.
They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in 1 game?
What a day.
And now they'll set up for the point after. Can you believe that he's missed the extra point? Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Arizona, 0.
Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Mistake by the kicker, and the offense will set up now at the 40. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He pulls it in for a big gain. An explosive play, moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 38. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. To throw, it's Fifita. Catch made on the right side. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Lets it go quickly. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And that is no good. And it's still a huge deficit.
Well, that's going to go down as an impact. This offense, no points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Play action here on first down. He's running out of time here. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
And the offensive coordinator told us before the game they consider any one-on-one deep shot an advantage. But they couldn't connect on that try. Give credit to that deep.
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Made the defense look slow that time. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Quarterback looking. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He's looking to throw. And he'll be brought down.
The attempt and the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score Arizona State 40.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. This will likely be the last play of the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, a first half that gave us some riveting moments, not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. In other words, a dynamite start to the Big 12 championship. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this.
What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.